cold, looking at the poor appearance of the other. The kind old man invited him to his home, and even handed him a cup of warm water. I didn't realize that aliens were just like humans. They used their mouths to drink.
Looks like I was right.
After drinking water, the old man went to the kitchen and made a nice lunch for the aliens to eat. Fruit burgers and everything. But what I didn't expect, the aliens only seemed to be interested in fruit. They didn't eat any of the burgers. So the old man told the alien to wait at home for a while. He went to the supermarket and bought a lot of apples. The salesman asked him why he bought so many. The old man said there was an alien waiting for him at home. There's a crashed spaceship in the yard. The salesman, thinking it was a joke, didn't care. When he got home, the alien was back to normal. The old man happily showed him every corner of the room. Although I don't know how the alien goes to the toilet, but the old man still introduced the toilet and other toiletries. It turns out that the old man is a loner because his children are too busy working to spend time with him. That's why he cares about the aliens. At the same time, the previous salesman, after seeing the old man's daughter come to the counter to check out, she claimed that her father had purchased a large number of apples and that there was an alien in the house. Out of the goodness of his heart, he told the woman she'd better come home to see if the old man was mentally ill. Come home. The daughter wanted to take her father to a nearby hospital for a checkup, but in order to prevent the aliens in the house from being discovered by the daughter, the old man refused the request. Then he called his next-door neighbor, Sandy, to visit his alien friend at home.
This is Sandy. She's an acquaintance of mine.
The first time you see an alien, Sandy almost had a heart attack. It was the first time she'd seen such an ugly alien. After calming down, the old man led Sandy to the backyard of the villa. This is the ship the aliens were traveling in when they accidentally crashed on Earth. It turns out that Sandy is a loner, just like the old man, so they decided to keep the news about the aliens a secret. If other people knew about it, they'd be arrested by the police for research. From this day on, the old man and the alien became good friends. They were inseparable, whether they were working on the ship or sleeping, and they gave the alien a very nice name, Carl. He wore a little shirt made by his neighbor Sandy. They looked exactly alike. She rings the doorbell without saying a word, so that Lisa wouldn't tell the secret. The old man had to tell her everything about Carl. Luckily, Lisa was also an old woman living alone. The three of them decided to keep the secret as a united front. After dinner, Carl drew 7 cats on a piece of paper and gave it to the old man, but due to the language barrier, the old man thought Carl might like cats. But by the next day, there was suddenly a dead cat on their doorstep. That's when Carl handed the old man another portrait. The previous 7 cats became 6. The missing one became a spaceship.
I'm telling you, I get this guy.
It was analyzed by 3 old men living alone. They think that Carl's drawings were intended to lead them to the bodies of 7 cats. It's the fuel to start the spaceship. Now there are 6 left. In order to get Carl home as soon as possible, the old man called his daughter's phone. She runs a large pet shop, so she asked if there were any cats that had died recently.
What happens to the cats that die in your office?
My daughter was almost shocked when she heard the conversation. Why are you looking for a sick cat? If she kept asking, her secret would be revealed. So the old man decided to hang up the phone. He took 2 neighbors to search for the stray cat's body. This action soon attracted the attention of the police. Before they could get to the door, the old man collected 6 bodies. Now he has a live cat. Finally, after much deliberation, Lisa decided to give up her cat. Carl accompanied the color of his face from blue to white. The 7 bodies were then laid out in a clearing. Carl laid a white cloth over them, and then the magic happened. With a lot of rummaging and dumping, the cat's body turned into a red crystal-like fuel. Put it in the bottom of the ship. The broken spaceship was restored to normal. At that moment, scientists thousands of miles away detected an energy wave on their computers. They immediately sent the police to arrest him. It was a close call. 3 elderly widows escaped from the planet in Carl's spaceship. When the hatch opened again, the scene before them was very similar to Earth. Turn on your mobile phone. The old man found that there were still 4 signals on his mobile phone. It could be that Carl deliberately came to a remote area to drop them off, even though they wanted to accompany Carl to his planet. But in the end, Carl turned them down. The film ends with Carl leaving the planet alone in his spaceship. This is probably just a dream of a lonely old man.